Check, check, check. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Excited to be joining you guys today on this live stream. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Got a whole bunch of news events that are getting ready to pop. And excited to join you guys on the live. Reminder that everything we're about to do is for demo and paper trading purposes only. And this is just for education and entertainment. And without further ado, let's jump in. Should be able to see my index screen now. And should be great. See when we can get into going into the New York session. New York's going to open in a little bit over an hour. And right now, we've got, going into this news event, we have some bullish daily scalp targets on True Algo that have not been cleared yet for the day. So watch them for these circles above price to get hit for this news event. And right now, these circles that I just checked that are bullish have between a 79 and 82% chance to be cleared, depending on which asset you're looking at. So ES, NQ, US 30, folks. So reasons to be bullish to get to those. And then right now, the indexes, specifically like on the US 30, when we opened today during the Asia session, as prices push down, we are still confirmed bullish from yesterday using True Algo. And so more reasons to push up and clear these circles. And for us, for this news event, though we want price to go up, the blindly just taking a long position right now is not the best idea from our perspective. So for us using the indexes, we'll be looking for a bullish idea when we can close above price up here and then push up. Or if the news event or New York Open hits this box, closes bearish, and then we can look for quite the shorts throughout the New York session. So the good thing is we're very close to our system, so we'll be looking for an idea. But the indexes are going to be a little bit slow here unless the news event pushes us up aggressively or down aggressively. There's no position to be opened right this second, except for the fact that US 30 is confirmed bullish already. The DXY is like the most important asset when it comes to news event releases, which is about to pop here in about 8 minutes, folks. So for DXY right now, that is confirmed being bullish. The pound is not confirmed bearish yet, so there's no confluence on that idea. And we can check the euro as well, just to see if there's anything that can help us getting into this news release here in 8 minutes. So as you wait for the system to load. And nope. So DXY is still confirmed bullish. So that could mean that the news event could possibly create a bearish news. And if DXY closes below this box, then everything will be bullish instead. Because DXY goes the opposite direction of your indexes, your commodities and stuff that we'll be watching. But until DXY loses that box, there's no reason to be bearish on DXY. So right now the news event could just do this, which would cause everything else to go down instead. So we'll be watching that. Might be a little bit difficult to play aggressively on this news event release, but it'll provide a really good opportunity, just like the indexes were going into New York Open. With all that being said, gold has been perfect today with True Algo. Those of you guys that have been with us for a while or watch all of our free community sessions that we're doing right now, and we appreciate you being here. You can see there's no bearish close. So if you're trading during the Asia session, True Algo already flipped the weekly box bullish. And True Algo members, just as a reminder, yesterday we talked to you guys about the 80% rule. And as you can see here, it played out perfectly with the bullish move up. Then when we opened, we're already bullish. And then True Algo being as good as it is, we open up today on gold, get into the London session. We have a bullish scalp target and a bullish beacon from True Algo. 74 and 80% chance we would hit them today. But the most important thing from you guys watching our videos and just to help our members, guys, is like, look, in order to have a short position, when you hit a True Algo box above price, it has to close bearish. There's no bearish close. So these long positions now that have played out from Asia in the New York session yesterday have now gone what could feel like parabolic. And again, once you get up here, where maybe you're going to think that things are overbought at this point and markets are going to tend to reverse during the London session. Look how good the system is. There are no bearish closes below the box. There's no shorts. You finally get a bearish candle close in the box, the very top. And this is a major take profit using our system. But again, no bearish close, bullish close, and then gold goes again up another $2 to $3. So right now, there is zero reasons to be bearish on gold. But one of the best things is when gold closes a bearish candle down here, then we can look for shorts. But as of right now, gold is beautifully long and strong, and we're not going to fight it. Oil is also confirmed bullish right now. Right side of your guys' screen, you can see we had bullish closes right here above the box. Nice take profit. Comes back down to recollect into the box and load up again. And now once again, it's confirmed bullish. And crypto, folks, I feel bad for anyone. Retail traders tend to react very aggressively when prices move very fast in the crypto market. And as you can see, Ethereum over here, left side of your screen, hit the very top of our True Algo box that's been here waiting for it. As soon as it hits here, retail traders start to go long like crazy, not knowing that this is a major take profit tool. As you can see, yesterday during the New York session, monster long opportunities on the crypto market for Ethereum. And also we did it from way down here. I was messaging one of the people on the free side of our Discord right when this happened. They're not a member, but they attend a lot of our streams, and I was just trying to be helpful that I said there's the potential that Ethereum, we caught the exact low. That was on Monday, and now just to show you guys, that was at 3,200, and now Ethereum has popped all the way up to 3,400. So where retail traders continue to keep going long late, we have had an opportunity since Sunday night to load up into these, just like we got another chance in New York to get in there. So if you ever feel like these staircases of price action, you tend to always go long here and then you get stopped out, or you go long here and you get stopped out. You can see how the system protects you. And again, look, no bearish close below the box right there. And this works on every asset in our system. No shorts to be had. There's the bullish close above the box. And then you could have still caught that scalp, which is seen as a short trade, like a short amount of time, and then retail traders getting caught on the wick. And again, they're going to get filled up here on your brokers or your for crypto side. So yeah, man, until Ethereum can close above the box or Bitcoin closing above this box, this is where a major take profit happens on the long positions for the crypto side. So be aware of that, crypto folks. Until you get bearish closes below our box, there's no reason to be overly bearish. But this is a major take profit from the longs we've been able to collect the past 2 days. News event is in 2.5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to check them as we go. I already talked about gold in a... Where was the short that you got in on gold? If you want to let me know, and I can see if I can help out. Because last night would have been here. So just let me know, and I'll see if I can help you. But right now, and from there and to right now, gold is still continuing to be bullish from the system. Reminder that little bullish scalp target, it's very close to the index futures, so wouldn't be surprised if it gets clipped here right on the release. And then we'll keep staying on through the New York Open as well, for those of you guys that want to hang out for that and watch the release of that volatility too. Every now and then when I'm not talking, I'm just saving my voice and don't want to sit here and talk circles around things. One of the best parts about our system is that it causes patience, which is time is something that the average retail trader does not have, and market makers take advantage of it. Chris, the 50% discount currently, at least for the rest of June right now, is only applicable to the 1 year plan. So if you want to save 50% off for the entire year, and yes, it's an investment in yourself, but we're not like other places. You get this live stream aspect of coaching plus the indicator and system with you. So If things change in July, we'll be sure to let you know. But right now, there is a bigger discount for the 3-month plan, but the 50% off is for the entire year. And you're saying, is it East Coast time? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the exact play that you're talking about. News is just about to release, folks. I'll go over it in a second, Anna. I almost feel like you were trying to play a short off the open. There's a news release, folks. Initial, and here comes the target to be cleared. It's almost, just give it a second. You can see that just really quickly they flushed both sides on the candle to clear the bearish and people who are putting a trade in and then trying to catch both sides of it. And you can see already they're cut out of both. And then just being transparent, we told you we're not in a position on the ES, the NQ, or US 30 right now for this news event. It's important to be transparent. A lot of people try to make it pretend and seem that you can always trade everything at any time. And though our system works 24/7, as you guys can see, we at least are transparent about when we are looking to be in something and not be in something. And then you can look at a different asset class when that happens. You notice how the news event, just keep watching the candles. Do you see how the wicks are on both sides and it continues to go to both sides of it? It's just taking out every person who just says, hey man, when there's a news event, I'll just go long and short at the same time. The brokers aren't dumb. You know what I mean? They're going to take those people out of that position right away. And now they're gone. And now watch the ES looking to get up to our target up here. US 30, same exact story, just much smaller as far as the actual volatility currently. The volatility has been less on the US 30 than normal. Usually US 30 has the most wicks, and it's been one of the cleaner assets class, one of the cleaner assets, which is pretty rare. Hi, Travis. Hope you're doing well. Travis, what do you mean by the summer trading session? Do you just mean like right now because it's the summer months? Because our system, nothing has changed about what we do. Here comes a target. Boom. There's one cleared. On the ES, you can see take profit happens instantly as well. See the wick. Just explain to me what you mean, bud, by the summer sessions, because we don't change our system based off of whether it's summer, winter, or spring. Neither do we do our live streams as well. We're still here every single day helping our members, and our system works fantastic. By the way, just showing you on gold, reminder that we were completely bullish. And just so you can see, no smoke is being blown. Do you see how there's another new high put in on gold? Again, just watch the circle. You see the current candle, guys? And now go to a smaller time frame and see there's the 1 minute time frame from here, and then a new high was put in. And then again, we'll flip bearish on gold when it closes below this box. You'll see people will come to this chat and keep asking for gold over and over and over and over again. But until gold closes below this box, there's no reason to be bearish. But if gold pushes up here from these bullish longs that we've had from way down here, as soon as it closes bearish from hitting a box above, closes bearish here, then there can be big short opportunities. But as you can see right now, there's no reason to be thinking that idea. DXY is folded under the box. So it has not closed bearish, but DXY is losing the box. So this could help indexes and commodities and everything flip bullish. You can see the euro over here holding the initial long idea. There is some stop outs here leading up into the London session on the euro. But right now it's bullish from that close during that news event and pushing up quite strong. You'll notice the pound should be exactly bullish too, as you can see here, as the pound is continuing to keep up too. And we just cleared that daily scalp target a little bit earlier on the pound. We had a long position activated twice, once here, once here. So if you weren't in the London session at 5:30 in the morning, before this candle closed at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have another long position idea. And now that's going long and strong. And now you just need DXY to lose the weekly open, and then we can have a bigger bullish move for things. Just to show you live what I was talking about, look at how Ethereum, all those people who longed at the very end get absolutely destroyed. And then Bitcoin had a nice quick wick, psych all those traders out. All of them go long into a True Algo box above, and then bye-bye price. So If you're a retail trader, which all of us are, unless you have 9 figures in your trading account and you need help about seeing where you should not get into a position, instead take the opposite side of it, this system can really help you, man. I know people are asking for the AU. Angel, I remember seeing you a lot before, so it's nice to see you again. Angel, ask Quetz, one of our members who has had a 6-figure payout. When you say that the 15-minute candles have more drawdown, if you join our system, I can prove to you that 4-hour candles have less drawdown from our boxes than 15-minute candles or 30-minute candles or a 5-minute candle or a 3-minute candle. The whole point is where people think that just because a candle is a longer time frame, that doesn't mean that your candle is going to be bigger or the stop loss is going to be bigger because the time frame is bigger. The whole point is when you take an idea from a box from our system, that's when the stop loss from the boxes should be less. But you can ask our members that are taking the eval challenges that you're talking about, that if someone told you that just because you're on that time frame that you're going to have a smaller stop loss, or I'm sorry, I'm around my words. Your stop loss is going to be too big because of an eval challenge. It's not true. And I'll prove my point right here, just so you know it's not hindsight. Like, look, Angel, this is gold, which is an asset that's traded like crazy on prop firms. There's a touch of the box. There's the bullish close. There's how small the stop is. And then price goes. So, and these are 30-minute candles because we teach 30-minute candles on those indexes. But do you see, like, before price goes from the box, that's where what you're saying is true. That's the whole point of our system. You see where the boxes are before price gets there, and then you can plan out where your stop is and stuff like that. But just because it's a 15 or 30-minute candle doesn't mean that the stops are going to be too big for an eval challenge. It's because before you come here, if you're using that on this candle and you're trying to take a short, well, yeah, absolutely, you're going to get destroyed on your eval account. But you've seen our streams before and our socials. Like, look, this is not a short position. This is a long position only. And there's no stop loss on the long position. Look how small the wicks are. And I hope that makes sense. And as gold's about to put in a new high. We're about to get to this scalp target right here on the NQ. US 30, folks, you're still hanging in the neutral zone. ES still going fantastic. Mass FX or Forex group, bud. And all of our members, like, because again, guys, we're in a teaching environment. That's what we're here for. If you were to ask us or ask them, guys, what's the only asset that's not really affected by news events? And it's oil. So if you look at oil right now, you can see oil could care less about this news release. Oil only cares about when it has its own news release, which was yesterday right here. And yesterday there were the day boxes stacked here. You see these huge candles on oil? Oil had its own release yesterday. So right now during this major news event, oil's barely moving at all, which is expected because oil does not care about its news release. But if you check other assets, like watch this. This is gold. Watch what I mean. True Algo members, and you can answer. I apologize that this is delayed. By the time you guys answer, YouTube pushes this out 10 seconds later or something like that. So I don't even know. But you'll see silver will look exactly the same as gold. And let's see if silver's offered long opportunities. And look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is such a good thing, Angel, from what you just asked. You said, these aren't even 15-minute candles. These are 30-minute candles, Angel, or anybody else. Look, when you get a close above our box, you target the next box higher. Look at how small the wick is on the next candle. And that's because our True Algo system is telling us to be bullish now. It's not telling you to be overly bullish when you're in the box. It's when you close above it. And before you come to our system, you're going to be used to other people telling you to trade small time frames so you can have tighter stops. Guess what? Tighter stops, and this is what people don't tell you. The tighter your stop is, the more you're going to lose. They just tell you to protect your capital, but you can't handle the psychological effects of that many losses. But I just want to prove my point. This is your question, and this is our answer. There's your bullish close. There's no reason to be short. Look how small the wick is, and look how big the green candle is. So, and these are a 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle. You know what I mean? 30-minute candle close above the box right here today on silver. And then look at the next candle. There's almost no wick. So when we talk about zero drawdown, there will be drawdown after you hit a take profit. Does that make sense? And then even here with the bearish close, it fills the fair value gap. And then there's a short followed by an immediate long. And look at silver going literally parabolic right now. And just a reminder, go right back to gold and you'll see the same thing. Gold has now gotten to the full take profit. I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. I told you indexes, there's not a play for us to have right now, but look at gold and silver. The only reason it is to be bullish, there's the close, angel, there's your wick, and boom. And we've gotten to an old scalp or beacon right now on True Algo. Absolutely fantastic. And again, True Algo members, man, I hope we helped you greatly from right here, man. We were live yesterday for 2 hours with our members in Discord and talked about this long position down here on gold. And True Algo members, please call me out if I'm lying, man. Like, if we're blowing smoke and it's all snake oil, tell me or tell them right now that I said nothing about taking a potential long idea, just from a demo and paper trade purpose, by the way, just in practice. And then now look where gold is. Literally, we're not even 24 hours yet because we're not even in the New York session. You can see that we're in the New York session here yesterday. But absolutely fantastic. And now you can see oil is pushing up from the candle close. Because again, oil is bullish until it pushes higher. And then angel, even though it's a 30-minute candle, look at the wicks, using that to your advantage. Because if you're going to use that small of a stop loss when you're practicing using your prop firm, then you're going to have to take just as aggressive as a take profit too. So right now you're in a profit on that as well. Yeah, message me on our Discord so I can see where things went wrong for you and try to help you out. Almost on that target on NQ. It's like it's one tick away. So for me, this tells me, look at our statistic, there's an 82% chance you're going to hit that target. And it's one tick away. What does that mean? NQ still has higher to go. I don't feel like NQ is going to reverse completely bearish here and just fall through the sky. It's going to want to push up to that target. So right now, this is just retail traders getting trapped at the top, probably trying to short too early, and then it's going to push them out before it were to reverse. And the bigger reversal from bearishness was, like we said earlier, hit the box, close bearish, then we can push down. Feel bad for those crypto folks that get trapped at the top because they don't have our box, man. It sucks. But again, the only way to win is someone has to lose. Oil just put in a new high. Look, there's another new high on the current candle. Just showing you guys live. You can back test all day. And you can create your own spreadsheet. In that back test when you're doing, you can go back months and months. And then you're going to start going back 6 months, then a year. But then you never train yourself for the live application of markets and you can't handle drawdown. We at least present a strategy. And every one of these guys, I don't always draw this on here for you all, but you can ask our members. We show them where the take profits are. We show them where your potential stops are because you guys watching this should know, like for gold, the stop would be when you lose the box. And then we show them how to scale into the idea or find the 1-to-1 or wait for a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. It's truly up to them because I can't have every single rule covered for your prop firm. You know what I mean? I can just show people using our True Algo system where long ideas and short ideas present themselves and instantly where you're invalidated. And with True Algo, when you're invalidated, it's because you would take the position the opposite direction. It's not an invalidation like I can't lose this amount of money or I can't an X, Y, and Z. And that's usually what a retail trader does. They can't lose this amount of money and therefore you get wrecked more often than not. You're welcome, Chris. And Chris, I've seen you before, bud. I'm glad that you've been able to attend a couple of our live streams for free. And I'm glad you're having success with it. Just note that we're honest that everything I'm doing here on this live stream is for demo and paper trading purposes only. I'm literally here to educate and entertain, and I really hope that I am able to educate you guys through these markets. And whatever you do with it, fantastic. And I hope it works out fantastic for you all. DXY has now gotten all the way to the next True Algo box. There's still absolutely no reason to be bullish on DXY. And again, as long as DXY is going down, most things, especially in the commodities, section are going to be very bullish, because if DXY goes down, big players are taking money out of the dollar and putting them into things like silver, gold, copper, natural gas, things like that. So when DXY, if it now pushes up and closes bullish right here, then you can flip and then start becoming very bearish in the markets. But here's the thing, and this is why True Algo is so good. I'm not going to change my time frame, folks. Most retail traders or other gurus, they're going to go to the 5 minute. They're going to talk about intermediate time frame. Then they're going to go to like the 1 minute, and that's like the zoomed in time frame. And you're going to get wrecked, because every time they change these time frames, all of the candles, highs and lows change. All of their EMAs and everything else they use, they're all different. Our system doesn't change. And so we'll sit here for 30 minutes and let this candle close. And the best part is, even though I've outlined where I would start to flip bullish on DXY and what we train our members with, it has to close bullish. It can't just have a bullish candle and push up. We can already see that the candle opened here. So this candle can't close bullish unless it's up there. It would have to close above this box. So what does that tell us? The DXY flipping bullish right now is not going to happen, at least in the next 30 minutes. It's going to happen during New York Open. So this is where you now can leave the charts, if that's what you're watching, and come back in 30 minutes. Because if you just watch it now, you're going to get FOMO. And you're going to want to chase the candle, and that's how retail traders get wrecked. And if you want an example of this, check this out. If you ever struggle with FOMO, let me show you why True Algo is better than anything. And current members, call me out. Tell me this is a lie. Tell me that we weren't live this entire session yesterday for you all, and this was the only index asset that we called bullish. There's the bullish close. This is the only asset yesterday on the index futures that's bullish. Again, so you'd have an idea where this, and for you, as when you're looking for take profits, daily opens, fair value gaps to your left, you're trying to find those take profits that work for you. But for us, these fair value gaps are the very first major take profit idea. And then you stop should be below the boxes. If for some of you that is too much of a stop, then you can wait for something like this. And then now your entrance is down here, and then you look to push up. But look what happened yesterday. And you guys can check our Discord. We were posting about it. See how there's the extra activations? And now watch. And by the way, look how that fair value gap fill is the very first time that the candle actually retraces down. And then retail traders start to enter short late. And again, True Algo members, call me out if this is not true. And look what happens. By the way, you already had a short in the London session. Look. Full take profit. And then no shorts yet. Because look, every candle closes green. So where you keep thinking, oh, do I short? Do I short? You don't short till you get a bearish candle. This move is bigger than probably 1 week's worth of trades for the average retail trader, because one, your consistency isn't there. And again, Angel, if you're still here, look at the stop loss when the boxes are there. And then look at the stop loss if you went long on this candle, or if you would have went long on this candle. You see how these candles, there's no True Algo box, so there's no idea to be had. Look how small the wicks are on where the position ideas present from the True Algo system. And these are the 15-minute candles you were asking about. So just showing you guys, like, it's not BS. It's not hindsight like everyone else does. And that's what we're trying to show you guys. And we do this every single day in our live streams for our members only. So if you need help doing it live, we're here to help you. True Algo members, reminder, we've hit our 80% rule with this box. As long as gold does not close inside this box, there's an 80% chance it's going to reverse and push down. As soon as we close in that box, there's an 80% chance the rest of the day gold will push higher and higher and higher. Trying to see if silver got to that full take profit as well. So you guys will see right here as we're waiting for the system to load. Trying to see if True Algo was able to catch this before price ever got there. And there you go. Where is the new longs? Even if you guys are newer to our system, man, just look at it. By the way, look, like no shorts, none down here. And now look at silver. Silver telling us, like, listen, man, I'm ready to go. I know gold might be a little bit tiring out because it's already at the True Algo trend box, but like, listen, I just want to close above this box. And if I do, Boom. And then there's an old beacon by True Algo. You can see right here, if I hover over it, it says active daily beacon. These have over a 90% hit rate over a 3-month period. So this will be something that we look to get to right there. But this is not where you go long. You have already taken profit on the long positions earlier. Silver has to close above the box. Oil's right here on the right side of your screen. We talked about the long positions on oil right here before this candle produced itself. And then right now it has put in a new high as well. But wherever you decide to take your profits, it's right there. Oil will be bearish when it loses the boxes. So you are correct that we are in a buy area for oil. In is asking for the VIX. I'll put the VIX over here on US 30 because I'm waiting for the NQ to hit that target. I'll put the VIX on the SIBO. That's the same thing. VIX is still neutral as well, though. Just to show you guys, when US 30 was putting that high, that low in, VIX was putting the high in. So VIX showing us that they're ready to flip, markets bullish. So hopefully that helps you, Inna. Back to the US 30 futures. It's going to get a little boring here as we're waiting for closes. Watch this NQ target. You got to think about all those people that you see that wick happen, and when I tell you it needs to go higher, and you might think that like I'm a crazy person because you're seeing it go red, and then now just keep watching, man. Time is the most important aspect in markets, and there you go. There's your new high. And I just want to show you guys it's live, man. Like the BS is not here like you deal with other places. So you got to think about all those retail traders who are like, all right, I missed that little move up, and now I'm going to short. Oh, it's going in my face. Boom. Goodbye. And I mean it, man. Like, you guys that have been on these live streams, and we do this every single week for free for you all. Like, look, it's a ballsy statement, right? To be like, hey, I'm just letting you know the NQ is going to go higher from a demo and paper trade purpose. Just for educate. And like, if that's not educating and entertaining, I don't know what is. Because I'm giving you the reasons why it needs to go higher. And then you go back 3 minutes and you think I'm crazy because it's red. Then what do those retail traders do? Because they don't go red as soon as the candle closes. They go red when they see the candle red because they follow the direction of the candle. And so they short this wick and then goodbye. And that's what happens to retail traders every single day, man. And just hopefully you guys can see. And if you appreciate that, I mean, I always feel awkward asking this because like we know how to move with the algorithm with the markets, but moving with the algorithm with YouTube is a whole different story. So if you guys get a chance to hit a like on the stream, it's actually more important after the stream is done as well for you to like hit the like or hit a comment on it. We appreciate it. But if that's the only time that you guys can give us, we appreciate it. And notice now that we've cleared that target, then immediately there's a take profit hit by bigger players. And that's what we're watching happen on the instant wick. But at least you guys got to see why shorting here is a very, very bad idea. You guys are asking about the Aussie a lot, and I have no problem showing you. Let's go look. Aussie's been very volatile this week. Fair value gaps that are being filled. Aussie's not at a long position just yet. It's got to close above this box. You almost got to that daily open, a few ticks off from those initial shorts that pushed down. And then now Aussie's above the box. If the Aussie can close this in 6.5 minutes above this box, then you have potential longs looking to push up. And trying to see from a take profit perspective, there's no gaps that need to be filled. So if the Aussie can close above this box, the next take profit is huge, way up here from True Algo. So that's for you Aussie folks that keep asking. Still waiting for the pound to finish out its move. This just tells me that the pound has further to go to get to this True Algo box. And then it means that the DXY is going to continue to keep seeping downwards. So if you are an Aussie trader, if DXY plays out as planned like this, then the Aussie is going to continue to go up as well. But you want the Aussie to close above a box before being aggressive. You're welcome, bud. Tiago, I think is how to say it. Oil back up to the green side again. Silver going fantastic as well. Remember waiting for a bullish close here, which is in 6 minutes. Index is still boring per usual. I only say that because like the indexes have been a little bit boring here the past week and a half. When I say boring, it's just a little bit less volatility than you normally see in news events. They tend to be very, very aggressive. It's the commodities market and Forex market that's been the aggressors. But, I mean, the moves yesterday on US 30 and the indexes the past 3 days have been great during the New York and London session. It's just the news events haven't been as aggressive as usual. You notice that we're back up here at the green. Again, those retail traders, a lot of them have that 3-trade rule. You lose 3 times, you're out. So they short here, they're gone. They long here, they're gone. And Angel, if you're here, tell me if I'm wrong. The reason why I'm saying that they're gone already is because, like you said, on a small time frame, you have tighter stops, right? Because you think the candles are smaller, which isn't true, by the way. So right here, they go long, they're gone. Right here, they go short, they're gone. And then we are if we're in an idea, we have a scaled position. But you see how these wicks are very aggressive? That's because we're not hitting a true algo box. Look at the wick down here. You're not at a box. It has nothing to do with it's a 15-minute candle. And I showed you this or anyone else watching. You're going to have bigger wicks on candles when they're not hitting a true algo box. That's why. And you're waiting for the close after it hits the box to then show an idea. And we show you this. Guys, I want to make this very apparent. Like I will type it out because a lot of people don't get this. When you join us, you get access to our learning platform that includes a full video tutorial that is laid out in order to learn. You can literally get through the first portion in 30 minutes because the videos are very short. They're like 6 to 8 minutes maximum. And from right there, you learn the strategy. And once you're done with that, you attend these live streams and we're able to help coach you live how to use the system. And then one of the biggest things from this, if you do have extra time on your hands, maybe during when your family's asleep or during the Asia session, XYZ, you know what I mean? You can study our past live streams that are on the platform. Currently, there are over 200 live stream videos available. So you can go back and just to your heart's content. When you join us, guys, we mean this. We're here to help. I get this comment all the time from people who are jaded because of other systems and indicators and coaches. They always say, hey man, if your system worked, you wouldn't sell it. And that is a retail thing to say. It's a defense mechanism because you've gotten wrecked in markets. And I get it, man. We were all in the same place at some point. But you read somebody say that before, so it's a defense mechanism. All I can tell you is we have people in our group that have been trading for decades, and this is the first system that's helped them because we're not like the others. We try to be different than the 90%. And then Angel, I'm sorry I keep bringing you up, but I'm just using Angel as an example, and if they can answer, or any of you else, you can answer too. How many of you all trade on the 5-minute time frame or lower? Don't tell me that you use like the weekly or daily time frame or 4-hour time frame to get a bias. That's not the same thing. I'm saying you actively trade on the 5-minute time frame or lower. And now go ask every retail trader you know. And you know what they're going to say? They trade the 5-minute time frame or lower. And guess what? If 90% of them lose for 6 months, if the only thing you get from our True Algo system is forcing you to be on a 15-minute time frame or higher, then you're already beating the 90%. Now you just need a system with a strategy because just trading on the 15-minute time frame is not going to fix anything. You have to have a strategy. And that's where the True Algo system is better. And I mean it, man. And you're seeing it live again. Just go, all of you, if you get bored, go on our YouTube channel and just watch all the free live streams that are on there, man. Yeah. I gotta try to get these extra drawings out of our way. By the way, just so you know, no smoke. Look at oil. You see it? I'm going to go to a 1 minute time frame just to show you my point. Look, the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, all a brand new high put in. And again, Angel or anyone else, look how small the stop is that I told you. You think that a 15-minute time frame, the stop is going to be, or 30-minute time, there's a 30-minute candle, that it's going to be gigantic. It's not. It's when it's not in a box that it's going to get retail traders. And there you go, man. It's live, guys. No hindsight. Brand new highs continuing to be put in live from the entrance point. And that's how to move through markets. There's the 30-minute close. Silver just confirmed bullish, by the way. And then all of you watching, especially True Algo members, be aware that we cannot close above weekly open and we have not broken the 80% rule. So until gold can close above here, look at that. God, True Algo's freaking good, man. This is not a short, by the way. Just so you guys know, look, this is live. It has to close bearish to be short. If this candle pushes down all the way down, it's not using the True Algo mitigation strategy. It would be using like our True Algo 80% idea. And members that have been here for a while, they can use that to their advantage. But for everybody else, it hasn't closed in this box yet to be continued bullish. And therefore, you're seeing the system do its job. But it has to close bearish. It just can't be bearish. Every wick that's under a candle that's green was once a red candle and then closed green. That's why time is in our favor. DXY still in the box. There's no reason to be bullish on DXY, which means things that are not led with USD are going to continue to be bullish. And then index is just showing you guys, even though there's no idea right now for the ES and the NQ, I at least told you there's no reason for it to push down to get to the scalp target that was bullish. We've gotten to it, and now price is closing above it, and it put in a new high. These are not long positions that I'm taking. I'm at least transparent about that from a demo and paper trade purpose. But for everyone that keeps thinking that it's just going to fall through the floor, it continues to put in a new high, and the retail trader in all of us can't handle waiting for a candle to close. Do you see how much can change in a 15-minute time frame? This candle was red at one point, and now it put in a high. This candle that's red right now can put in a new high, and that's kind of the point. Retail traders don't notice that because they tend to get out of positions way too fast. Just trying to see for you Aussie folks, I don't know if it closed above the box. And this is where details matter. Watch this circle, right side of your screen. Those of you that kept asking about the Aussie, trying to zoom in more so you guys can see exactly how close it is. And there you go. So if you are an Aussie person, look, details matter, guys. It has to close above the box during this New York session, and it hasn't yet. Until it does, the bullish move is going to be hard to take on the Aussie. So you got to wait it out if you're using the True Algo system from a demo and paper trade purpose. There's no reason to be bearish because it's bullish candles closing into the True Algo system, and you can use that to your advantage. You can see that from down here. But these bullish longs, you see how the candle is like neutral and now it's red? It's got to close above the box during the New York session to be bullish for New York, and I hope that can help you guys out. We tend to focus on the euro, the pound, DXY, as well as the UCAD and UJ here and there. But just showing you, we did get to the full take profit on the euro from that long position. And now the euro is long and strong. There's no reason to be bearish on the euro till it loses this box. And you can see we have a True Algo flex right here. You want to see the flexes on the candle that you are running with. So just to show you guys what I mean, here's the bullish long idea. What just happened to my mouse? Sorry. Here's the bullish long idea. And then now you see this True Algo flex is on that bullish candle. Until we lose that, there's no reason to be bearish on this asset. Just like we know if you close below this box, then you can be bearish on this asset. So again, no reason to be bearish overall on the euro. And I hope that helps some of you. Oil, what it did just now was filled its gap on that little push down, and now it's coming right back up. So if you're a fair value gap trader, there you go. And again, why do you think that this fair value gap is going to get filled and be bullish? And it's because you're already bullish from True Algo. But if you're a fair value gap trader and you're always worried about fair value gaps inverting, so this comes down and fills that gap, and now you think it's going to do this, This is way less likely because you have a bullish close from this box. So we're looking for that gap to be filled and now to be pushed up. So if you're a fair value gap trader, man, and you struggle, this system can help you, man. Really can. I swear it looks like somebody turned the US 30 off. Those of you guys that have been around for a while, look at the US 30 right now. It's like someone literally turned the volatility off. So US 30 is of zero interest of me for this entire live stream. And True Algo members, just so you guys know, like what we did yesterday, going through the entire New York session where US 30 is right now, it will be of no interest whatsoever because it is so far from a box and it has zero volatility on it. So there's no reason for me to be watching US 30 now. So just be aware of that, guys. Oil, and look, I'm sorry I went away from it. Look, I'm just laughing because it's so cool to see it live. Here it comes, guys. This will be the full take profit hit using the system. Here it comes. You get to see it. Again, hopefully that helped you fair value gap traders. Any of you guys that use those ICT concepts, and there's a full take profit hit. But you're never sure when a fair value gap is going to invert. There you go. And look, all this is every one of those traders. You see how aggressive the candle is from a live perspective? All that is stop losses getting hit because people that tried to short it. And then buy. And then now this is a major take profit from the long positions given. You guys have been here live. Look at oil. And then Angel, remember what I said? Look, these are 30-minute candles. This is the bullish confirmation. Look at how small the wicks are on the side because people teach you if you're on a 15 or 30-minute candle, the drawdown is going to be too big. No, no, no. The drawdown is big when you're taking ideas that are not in the True Algo system. And just showing you guys, it's live, man. This isn't BS. It's not hindsight. Rewind the tape. Let me know when I said to go short on oil from a demo and paper trade. And there you go. This is worth the price of admission. And we do this every single day in our Discord for members only. And there you go, man. Fantastic. Crypto folks, Bitcoin is holding the box. Tether is rejecting from the box. Ethereum hasn't closed above it. But remember, we talked about that major take profit was hit. And it took all those late shorters out who were revenge trading. If you ever feel like you revenge trade, this system will correct you really fast. And now, like I said earlier, if Ethereum can close above this box, it'll be right at the New York Open candle, by the way. Then we can look for reasons to push up. And by the way, True Algo members, look. This is the current weekly scalp target. 77% chance it gets cleared over a 3-month period. But what's more important, guys, is look, what I teach you guys. What do we teach you in our learning platform? This thing only had a 10% chance to be cleared the day it printed. And that was on Monday. Now it's Thursday. Why is it not a surprise that now we're heading up bullish to come clear it? Because the lowest hit rate was on Monday and now it's Thursday. But that's not a strategy we can trade off, right, guys? So watch. This is why True Algo is better than anything out there. And there you go. Now you have a strategy where you can get into long positions when there's only a 10% chance you're going to get. Look, just so you guys know, there's no smoke. Look, there's the yellow line. It printed, but there was only a 10% chance to clear it on Monday. So now our system allows us to get into short positions to get down here. Long positions now. You flip that 10% stat in your favor. Now you're in a long position. And now look, long position again if you missed the first one. If anyone ever tells you you missed the trade, that doesn't exist with True Algo. You always have an idea. And then now, what was once 10% on Monday could be 25, 30, 40% today. And the whole point of it is, how do you get to it? Because people show you lines on charts to clear, but they don't give you a strategy to get to them. So what's the stop loss? And you get wrecked. And so now you flip it into your favor. And as soon as we close above this box, that's a new take profit tool. Because on Monday, it was at 10%, but today it's over 10%. And it's fantastic, man. And look, new high. You get to see it get smacked live on the stream. Absolutely fantastic, man. Beautiful. True Algo members, that's why it's so important to pay attention that we show you in the learning platform of the day one hit percent versus the overall hit percent. Bitcoin's going for it. I don't want to leave this. I know a lot of you guys don't trade crypto, but like, man, I'm going to leave this chart and it's going to clear this right here. And it's going to be unfortunate because I'll be on the other asset classes. Right there. Man, indexes are just frozen. Again, reminder, if you guys rewind this tape all the way back to the beginning of the stream, I told you that this asset and this asset are neutral. So it shouldn't be surprised that when they print these new candles before New York Open, they're kind of hovering for a majority of the candle time frame in the same spot. And so that's why gold and oil and crypto are going so fantastic before that, because they're already confirmed bullish or bearish, but the indexes are still neutral. It's got to hit a box, and it hasn't hit a box yet. Isn't that gnarly? I'm just showing you guys, look, everyone gets so distracted on time frames because they go to smaller time frames and the candles are changing. Just like people who look at actual like the hammer candles or whatever, pin bars or whatever I don't know what they're called. I just hear people say them. Like, look, time matters, man. I told you, this is a major take profit hit from True Algo. We have not gotten a bearish candle close, so there's no reason to look for shorts. Our 80% rule is still intact, and that's for members only. But look, everyone who went short, all we did, if you're a fair value gap trader, it's the same exact thing that happened on oil, guys, live. Look, there's a gap here. If you're a retail trader who uses fair value gaps, this would not be a gap that gets inverted. Instead, this is a gap that actually gets filled and pushes back up bullish, because there is no reason to go short until you close bearish. And as you can see, as I tell you from a live perspective, just because a candle is bearish is not confirmed closed bearish. It has to close. And now look. So what do you think retail traders do here? They short because they see the candle is red, just like I showed you on oil. It has to close red, but retail traders don't do that. And again, as soon as they change the time frame up here, all of their stats are gone, and they change every single time, man. Deleted user, we use the futures charts because the data is better. The Owanda chart and things like that, they're from brokers that we don't use. We like to use, excuse me, my throat. Ooh, give me 1 second. We use the futures charts. But if you want to use the, by the way, oil just put in a new high. If you want to use the Owanda chart for gold or for commodities, you still can. But on our live streams, you'll always see us using the futures charts. Again, just oil's absolutely killing it, man. Fantastic. And then Angel, or any of you guys here that heard me answer their question related to, they thought because a bigger candle, like a 15 or 30 minute candle, you can't do on prop firm evals. You see how this candle, the wick is bigger on the bottom than the previous candle? And it's because this candle was our take profit tool. That's why the wick is bigger. But the initial long position, like I'm telling you, like, look how small the wick is. And this is where retail traders get destroyed. Or they'll flip to the 5 minute and they would have, how many of them you know they're going to take shorts? But the problem is, even when they go to a small time frame, they don't set their take profit accordingly because they've been taught to take a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 1. And then boom, they get taken out of the position every single time because they put their take profit too far. And our system fixes that. It shows you where to take profit ideas. Index is now getting a little bit more bearish here as as the commodities are still going up. Again, looking at DXY for you Forex folks, still completely bearish. I told you it has to close bullish. One of the coolest things, just watch this real quick. Now that we have that candle closed, now we can see that if the New York Open during this current candle, if price pushes above the box, it will be a bullish candle. And therefore, there could be a bullish long idea on DXY, meaning shorts on pretty much everything else. But right now, that candle is still bearish. And we know that it's going to be bearish until it closes up here. So absolutely fantastic on that. Oil going for it. Gold just tripping all those people out on both sides. This is not a long idea. It is not a short idea. You got to wait for the close, man. Patience with True Algo system. The longs were earlier on the live stream that you guys have been with us on. Check out silver real quick. Silver's just going for it. You guys remember, like, oh, it's so crazy because look, you'll see that this is a True Algo bullish close right here. You'll see that it's above the box. Just wait. And then loads up, hits the 50% line if you're a fair value gap trader, and boom, straight up. and still headed for that beacon. Isn't that crazy, man? Again, every time you see a candle that's red, and this is using True Algo, where the retail trader will sit here. And I'm sorry to keep saying retail traders, guys. It's just, I can't stress this enough. I don't care who you learn from. Everybody is a retail trader, unless you have 9 figures in your account. And you have to trade with those 9 figures live. You know what I mean? Everybody's a retail trader. And this is where you get taken advantage of, man. No, Steven, 30-minute, bud. Yeah. And you guys see what like Chris said. And Chris, I appreciate your honesty, man. And guys, just so you know, Chris is not a member. He's just on here for the live stream, and he's caught a bunch of our live streams. But at least he's being honest that like 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, that's what he uses. But you're going to get stopped out more. Just like if somebody teaches you guys this, like watch. It's so important. Check this out. If they teach you, hey, man, in trading, this is what you're going to do. You're never going to risk more than 1% of your account. And every day that you trade, we're going to go for a 7-to-1. This is going to be your risk to reward. It's going to be so easy. You're going to be so awesome at trading. You ready for reality? When they tell you you're going to have a 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio and you start doing the math and like, oh my God, I'm going to make so much money. True Algo members, can you tell them when they show them a 7-to-1, what are they actually telling them? They're not saying it and they don't realize it. And they don't understand why they keep losing. And the reason why I'm holding to say my answer, because I want to see if I'm trying to teach our members. I want to make sure they say the right answer before I say it. But there's a delay in YouTube, so I have to wait a little bit. And so look, what you are not being taught by other places is when you go for a 7-to-1, they are telling you this, everybody. If you have a 7-to-1 RR, you are always okay losing 6 trades before you ever win a single trade. That is what they are really telling you. And as you can see, as Paul answered, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, bud. This is the truth. They don't tell you this because if somebody told you, hey, man, use a 7-to-1, you're going to be great. At the same exact time, they're telling you your win rate is less than 20%. You have like a 12% win rate. And if I told you, hey man, use this idea, a 7-to-1, but you're only going to have a 12% win rate, you're going to be awesome break-even trader. No one would ever use it. And this is why you get lied to with these position tools that people teach you. At least that's our opinion. So if you want that to stop happening to you and you want to start building consistency, we are here to help you. Notice those oil people now shorting at the very end. Not shorting, sorry. The shorts are the take profits from these positions from earlier. And I just feel bad because we can see it. We can forecast it that the retail trader is going to short there. Sorry, long there. I wish they would be shorting. The reason why I say I wish they'd be shorting is because then the long position would continue to push up quite hard. Going into New York Open, if we close the candle down here, that'll be a bearish close, and then we know that there's short opportunities right at New York Open. But right now, this is just a take profit. This is silver, by the way. You'll see gold is going to be a little bit red too. Remember, True Algo members, that the commodities are all going to move in the general same direction. Just from a percentage, they'll be slightly different. But as silver's pushing down a little bit, gold's still holding the 80% rule, rejecting from weekly open. We're just waiting for this candle to close red. Right now, it's wrecked people on both sides of that candle. That's why the earlier candle from the True Algo close was the important one. Man, index are still in the same exact spot. That was another new close for our index, folks. And as you guys can see, we're just sitting in the same exact news release open. Just stale. The euro got to the absolute top of the box using True Algo. This is as high as it's supposed to go today. If it cannot close above this box, the euro is going to really start rejecting. And then if the index market follows suit and DXY, look, you guys see it? We can forecast it going into New York. If DXY closes this candle green, we already know that it's closing above the box. And that could mean that we're going to have a bearish type session for at least the New York Open. So it's cool that for this live stream, we'll get to see that happen. And I can't, and thank you guys. I see more of you guys answering my question, man. We appreciate it. Mark, Adam, thank you. Paul, appreciate it too, but I know I said it earlier. That's the stuff people don't teach you guys, man. So if you guys are ready to, from all the crap that you get fed on the YouTube algorithm, and I'm talking about all those thumbnails that I made $7,000 in 10 minutes, you can too. It's all a bunch of fluff. If you're ready to invest in yourself, guys, we're not cheap. We don't want the people who are going to come in and be like, hey, do I go long or short, long or short? And we're like, you have to come here and ready to invest in yourself. We have several people who have zero trading experience, and they learn from step one from us, and they don't have all the retail mistakes that many of us have before we find our system. So you got to be willing to invest in yourself and come over here, and that's why we offer such a huge discount for the yearly plan. But what's most important is we don't offer a lifetime plan. We actually invest in you, and we want you to get better through the system. If we offered a lifetime plan, then as soon as you sign up for that, we can just move on to the next person, and that's not what we're here for. We are here to educate and entertain you for your time being. But if you want to take advantage of that discount, it's 50% off, but you have to invest in yourself if you want to take that, man. Just like people, like, this is really big, guys, and I mean it to all of you. The amount of people that message myself and Otoro, he's one of our AI creators. I joke, I call him an AI because of how good he is at this system. Everyone's always asking, hey, you should offer a trial. Like, guys, if someone told you in a 2-day or 1-week trial or even 1-month trial, like, these trials, people are going to be so aggressive to try to prove something to themselves and to the system, not us, them. You can't get an idea of how markets work in a 2-day or 1-week trial. Like, markets are designed to extract you out over a small period of time. And it's like you're begging for that. And again, guys, I can't stress this enough. If every other retail trader in every system they use is consistently looking for a 2-day trial or 1-week trial, like, that's why they get wrecked. You know what I mean? And anyone who offers you those trials, my question is, do you also have a lifetime plan? And guess what you'll see. So take it for what it is, man. That New York Open, Ethereum still has that close above the box, so looking for it to continue to be bullish. Indexes, we are still unbelievably neutral. It'd be really sweet, and again, just to be transparent and also to see ahead the future. If the index market does this right now at New York Open, just goes straight down. Again, it'll probably be more like this. This isn't a short that we would be looking to take from a demo and paper trade purpose, because it needs to do this to go down. Because when that happens, you get these positions like yesterday, which was well over 200 points for US 30. And instead, if you were to short here, where are you going to set your take profit and stop losses? And you're probably going to get something like this, and then you're going to get wrecked. So for us, it's just about patience. I would love for New York to push up bullish, hit this box, close bearish, happen at the same exact time on the NQ, and then have really heavy shorts. Or pushes up above, closes bullish, and then same thing on the NQ, and then push up. But if we just drop here at the New York Open, then the only thing I can do from an education perspective is look at a different asset, because this is not a high probability short, because where do you put your stops? And if somebody says, oh, just put your stop at the high, guys, everybody does that. And guess what? 90% of people lose. So at least we're being transparent about that. And what are they going to do? They'll flip to the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 3 minute, somewhere to try to find and force something. I'm just being transparent that I can already see that the indexes right here at the opening bell, there is nothing to be had. And if it drops all the way to the bottom, I'm not going to chase it and be a retail trader and get wrecked on the going down. And DXY, I mean, it's so close. The problem is, like, when DXY closes above here, that can induce bearish markets. Remember, guys, we talked about that. But I can't short the euro because the euro has to close down here. And we'll check the pound to see if the pound has an idea. I want to try to prove my point here on the Aussie in a second. You'll see that the pound, come on, is still bullish. Close the gap, by the way, too. So fantastic. The pound is still bullish as well. Let's check the Aussie. Do you guys remember? Before I click it, we said that the Aussie would be difficult from a long perspective because it didn't close above the box. Let's see if we're right. And there you go, folks. Again, worth the price of admission. There you go. I told you it's got to close above the box. Watch the boxes load. Ta-da. Again, I believe this is the best system out there. And if you get confused, we live stream like this every single day for members. Look at the take profits on oil. It's literally at the candle opening, man. Same thing with gold, just still sitting. 6 minutes from New York open. And like we said before, this would be a bearish close. And this would also be a bearish close on gold. So multiple commodity assets saying that they're looking to open the New York session potentially bearish if it closes bearish. Okay? We just got to wait for the close. Any questions or comments? The other thing that you guys have, we got 5 minutes before New York opens. I'm here to answer your questions. Yeah, and then it's a good point, man. The hardest thing with True Algo is like, and I mean this, guys, like we're consistent. We don't change time frames. And people always come in, they're saying, hey, man, one of the ones I get most from a DM, I know Toro does too, is like, hey, I scalp on the 1 minute or 3 minute time frame. Does your system work? And I always respond with like, listen, man, our system, we're consistent. We don't change time frames. So if you want to use a 1 minute or 3 minute, you better wait to use your 1 minute and 3 minute when it hits our box, which is already our True Algo strategy. This is where you want your 1 minute and 3 minute ideas to play out. You don't use your 1 minute and 3 minute ideas in these candles. So you can still use those time frames when you're hitting the True Algo box to get a sniper entry. But the whole point of it is you guys can use any technique you want with True Algo. You just don't use those techniques when the candles are not hitting a box. You don't use those small time frame techniques or whatever EMA or whatever indicator XYZ you want to use. So if you change those time frames, and again, your indicators always change, yours does, ours don't. That's why we say, yes, it can still work for you, but our system is going to try to train you to not play on those time frames anymore. We have a long-term member. He is a 1 minute time frame trader, but he takes his ideas when it hits a box, and his risk to reward is an 18-1. And the craziest thing for you all when I say that is he is totally okay only taking 2 to 3 trades a month. Think about it. He takes 2 to 3 trades a month because he has such stringent criteria for his 18-1 risk to reward ratio. But by doing that, he only has to win 2 to 3 times a month, and then he's over a break-even trader. So, but he does his ideas when it's hitting a True Algo box. So hope that helps, guys. You're welcome, Argentina. We are here to help, even from a free live perspective on YouTube. I can't stress enough, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. See how we're continuing to put in a new low now on DXY? The circle is here to show you it has to close where that circle is or higher to be bullish. The pound, I was just trying to see if it put in a new high. It hasn't yet. Again, has to close bearish. This, again, we still have more room. Remember I told you that DXY can seep down because the pound hasn't gotten to the box, as you can see live. And we might get to it here right at New York Open. That'd be awesome. That's the other thing too, is everyone doesn't realize this before you join our system. You guys, you're taught to use small time frames because you can see a play happen in less than 1 or 2 minutes. And that's not realistic in trading. Sometimes your trades are going to take 15, 30, 2, 3 hours to play out in your favor. But from a retail perspective, they try to tell you to trade on the 15-second chart, the 30-second chart, because they're trying to show you, look how beautiful this move is on the 30-second chart, and then you can play it. The problem is you can't handle that statistically over a long period of time. So those are those things they don't teach you when they tell you to use these small time frames. You just get really excited because, I mean, look at this candle. Like, watch what this candle looks on a 1 minute. Look at it. There's your 1 minute time frame. How do you trade that? You know what I mean? You will get wrecked so much on a 1 minute. The psychological effects alone are going to be so damning. And then, so much less stressful. By the way, look how small the wick is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to teach. those 1 minute, 3 minute time frames, those retail traders they're just the teachers, the gurus, the YouTube thumbnail crap. It's just to extract you out of the market, man. Watch how many affiliates they have links on their bio. I digress. Indexes are still in the same spot when I tell you guys that they're neutral. And just holding. I would love to get a massive bullish move here for New York. We're less than 1 minute on the US 30 specifically. Like just to get that. I don't know if we will. It's bullish from the close from the weekly system here by True Algo, but it's the only one. The ES and NQ are not bullish. They're completely neutral right now, and I'm being transparent about that. There's the New York Open for everything. US 30's initial opening is green on that first wick, and then now rejecting. Let's see what happens really quick. DXY is still confirmed bearish. The pound is still confirmed bullish. We did get a bearish confirmation on gold and a bearish confirmation on oil. And oil already starting to play out in our favor. And then crypto, folks, excuse me. I mean, it's so hard, guys, because, like, look, that close is too close for me using the True Algo strategy. I need a close to be higher up. So that's True Algo, like, kind of protecting me that I will have to just wait another candle. And I'm okay with that. You don't have to, but I'm okay waiting. You see that bullishness happening right now? And now the volatility is really kicking in. See if we can get that US 30 up to this target. Almost to the box. Remember I was saying I would love to get this to happen overall. Hit this, close bearish. Hit this, close bearish. And then we can have shorts. But if it comes up to the box, remember this is live, guys, so you know it's not smoke. Rewind the tape. If it closes up here, that would be bullish. Right now, this is where retail traders are going to get caught. It has to close bearish to have shorts. Just like I'm not going long from a demo and paper trade purpose always until it, as we watch these candles move. Yep, beautiful. By the way, brand new high on the pound, almost to that full take profit. Again, I always say like it's a ballsy statement to sit here and tell you that this asset can only be bullish, not bearish. And again, you fair value gap traders, I hope this helps you, man. Like, look, just pushing up now. And I told you DXY can go lower because we have not gotten to the full take profit on the pound yet using our True Algo system. Absolutely fantastic. Oil still going as planned. Gold, folks, as soon as, again, True Algo members, please pay attention to what I'm saying. This is not the same as the normal mitigation strategy within our boxes because we're in a trend. That 80% rule, as soon as you close inside this red box, 80% of the time you're going to go higher for the rest of the day. So please take that to your advantage, True Algo members, or instead look at something like silver instead, where it doesn't have to contend with that True Algo trend box. And reminder, silver has yet to close below the box. Watch the close. It's still holding the True Algo system. Therefore, silver wants to push up higher. You'll see it in a second. Sorry, it's taking a little bit to load. Come on. The indexes are pushing up strong now. Look. Go, 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 go. And I broke silver. It happens. We'll come back to it in a second. Megan is asking, is the 4-hour time frame a good time frame? The 4-hour time frame is amazing because 90% of people don't use it from a trading perspective. They use it from a bias perspective, which doesn't make any sense because then they change their bias on the 1 minute and 3 minute. But if you're a 4-hour trader, like you actually want to trade on the 4-hour time frame, we can educate you greatly through our system. Every Sunday, we do a macro update on all market assets that we watch, and we show the 4-hour time frame. So we'll be here to help you if you want to do that, Megan. Yep, as you guys can see, silver, again, True Algo holding that day box, man. It is ready to muscle up continued, which means gold should hold long positions still too, by the way. DXY, folks, we just put in a new low, and there's your full take profit hit, guys. Those of you that have been here with me for an hour and 15 minutes, I appreciate you. Go back and rewind the tape. This was the long ideas that we discussed live on the stream, and there's the full take profit hit on the pound. There you go. Indexes are absolutely going nuts, parabolic. By the way, look, live on stream. Call it for what it is, guys. Look, there's a scalp target cleared on US 30, and I continue to keep reminding you that we are bullish on this asset because we flipped that box. I told you the ES and NQ are very difficult because they're at a neutral position, but You can rewind the tape and tell me if it's BS. There's the target finally hit from a bullish perspective to try to get this to muscle up. I told you I don't like the US 30 from a longer short position today, being transparent, because it's so far away from boxes. But that was the goal, and then the outlook on it as far as bullish perspective, that's why the target needed to be hit. And that 84% chance, by the way. And there you go. NQ and ES going for it. As you guys can see, the NQ is above the box. It has to close above, and then we can have continued bullish longs. I'd love to get the ES above at the same time. That could be very, very bullish for markets. And like I told you before, sorry I'm talking very fast. I want to make sure all of our True Algo members are getting information from across asset classes. Until DXY can close above this box, assets are going to continue to be bullish. DXY has to be bullish for everything else typically to be bearish. And now you get to see it live, man. Just imagine like just using a system from one single asset helping guide every single asset class market. Just like that, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Beautiful. By the way, oil, look, just showing you, still playing out as planned. Bearish close, bearish candle. Bearish close from the True Algo system. Not in any type of trend whatsoever. And now looking to get to the next take profit box, which is right down there. There's also a True Algo flex right there on oil. Go, go, go. Get it, indexes. Push, man, push. Get that US 30 up to the box. Fantastic, man. Oh. Thank you guys for, I'm checking chat now and participating. Appreciate it. The only way to learn is to participate, ask questions, get answers. Trying to manage my own stuff right now. New low on DXY, new high on the pound. Beautiful, beautiful. I hope it makes sense, guys, when I tell you using the True Algo system, why I said DXY can go lower and why the pound, when it was here, can continue to go higher. Again, and I'm just trying to make sure I use the same verbiage so you understand. Like, I say ballsy because everyone else is going to keep trying to change their time frames to make it work in their favor. And I don't change time frames. True Algo system teaches us patience. And now you see it play out. And if you appreciate it, please hit the like button. Please come over to our Discord and come chat with us if you have questions. If you need someone to help you in a live environment like this, I can't stress enough. I know you guys only see this like once a week if you're not part of our viewership or you're not a subscriber. Ask our members if we do this every day. Every single day, we do this from a live perspective with them. And just so you guys can see, Ethereum has now gotten to the take profit. There you go. And then True Algo members, man, like this is such a good learning opportunity using the brand new beacons and scalp target that got updated. This isn't a beacon, but how much Otoro has helped us now with the day one hit rates versus the overall hit rate. And look at it, man. Guys, rewind the tape on Ethereum. I walked you through the whole play from Monday all the way till now. This was only a 10% chance when it printed on Monday. And now look, boom. That is a monster. We're talking about $250 move on Ethereum caught from the absolute lows. Man. If you guys go to our Discord after this, and again, you can be on our free side of our Discord, I'll tag the message so you can see that there's no hindsight. I promise, like come over to Discord and I will tag the message about telling live that this could be the low for Ethereum. Right down here at 32.30, and you are now at 34.60, man. It's crazy. And I hope you guys understand, like, do you see how many assets I cover in a live situation? I'm covering the crypto market, the commodities market, the Forex market, and the index futures market because I want to make sure our members trade different things. And I'm trying to help as many. Man, there we go. This is beautiful. Oh. And then True Algo members, look, apply the same exact concept I told you guys on Ethereum. Look. And this is the NQ. Day one hit rate, less than 12 to 14%. Now it's Thursday. And remember, they were bearish and we pushed down first. All the way down here. And now look, it's no more that low of a percentage because that percentage increases every single day that we don't hit it. And now it's a Thursday. You shouldn't be surprised now that we're clearing the bullish target. Gosh, it's such an advantage. It's huge, man. And for all of you guys watching live, you're like, wait a second. Why is this candle just like literally going parabolic? Because there's nothing in the way to stop it using True Algo. And right here, it's going to slow down. This whole open area, you see how there's nothing from the True Algo system? Because it's showing you, listen, man, I broke the box. I'm gone. And if you think I'm lying, look at the ES right now. Look at it from a live perspective. Do you see how it's stopping? Right at the top of the box. Because it didn't break it yet. And so that's where the major take profits are going to occur. Why is the US 30 still struggling? Because it hit that daily scalp target that I told you I wanted from when we started, and it can't close above it yet. In 5 minutes, if we close above this target over here on the right side of your screen, then there can be continued long ideas. But right now, this is a major take profit tool. Look at live, guys. Look. You see how the True Algo scalp target's stopping it in its tracks? These are take profit tools. Look at the ES stopping at the top of the box. All those retail traders at FOMO watching this go, they go long right now. And then the brokers know, they know your average stop, how far to push it down to take you out. And then that can feed the next long play if we close above the box. US 30 really gunning for it now. The pound in 30 minutes, if you close below there, it's not 30 minutes, by the way. It's 19 minutes now. Close below this candle, there's shorts. Until that happens, this is all discontinued long positions. It has to close bearish, everybody. For the record, oil has now fully played out the position. So big win now, back to back on oil. I think crypto's, still holding the same exact spot. Bitcoin, folks, if you're not in anything, the next big idea is when you close above 62.1. Look how US 30, again, just from a live perspective, guys, look at the wick on the ES, look at the wicks on the NQ at the top, and look how there's zero wick on US 30. Why? There is nothing in the way. This is live, guys. Nothing in its way from True Algo. So True Algo's like, it's okay. You've gotten through the target. Go. And now it's headed to the box. But for everyone else that waited too long on the NQ now, like, look, these are take profit tools, man. And this is long positions here. You don't go long these retail traders can't see this, man. Oh, and I feel bad. The guys, this wick is over 130 ticks right now. It ain't a small move. So those retail traders are gone. And again, look how big the wick is because it's not at a box using the True Algo system. For people like Angel who are asking that question, that they think if you're on a 15, 30-minute time frame, that the stop loss is going to be big. I challenge all of you guys, if you're not a member of our group, go to a 4-hour time frame right now. You do it. Because if I show you, it's not going to help you. You're going to see me do it, and it might be picking and choosing. You pick an asset, go on the 4-hour time frame, and watch how small the wicks are on many, many of the candles. And instead of listening to somebody tell you that your stop loss is going to be way too big on a 4-hour, your brain will immediately go, oh my God, I was being lied to. But you have to see it. I can't show you. You're not going to believe me. You got to do it yourself. Again, invest in yourself, guys. NQ absolutely getting destroyed at the True Algo scalp target. Sorry for clearing my throat. It's starting to hurt a little bit. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Gold, folks, reminder, that 80% rule. And you can see like we're collecting up here. That 80%, it's got to close up here. And then True Algo members, again, I keep trying to tell you guys because this is more advanced than the people who are watching that are not a part of our system. Remember gold yesterday. We've gone from a daily trend box to a daily trend box on the opposite side. That this monster of a move that we were able to catch yesterday live into now we're live again. That 80% rule is so important. Again, bearish close, and where you guys might get nervous from this pullback, This is a reload area. And now it put it in a new low. And overall, we're looking for gold to do that. Okay? There's no gap to be filled. I mean, there's the smallest gap possible, guys, right here. If you're a fair value gap person, right there before this box. And when we teach you guys, we teach you to front run targets anyway. So like your target could be like there. If you're targeting the box, front run the box a little bit. Don't just put it right on the box because your broker might not fill you. How many of you guys have traded markets with your brokers and you set a take profit? The price literally hits a take profit and you never get filled. And my suggestion to you is when you're practicing, wherever you set your take profit, make sure you front run it by a couple of ticks. That'll increase the opportunity that your order gets filled. Stop telling yourself you're leaving money on the table. It's more important to get filled. Megan, we don't use Heiken Ishii, so I wouldn't do that. If you want to use footprint charts, you absolutely can use that within our system so that if you're looking for the candles and volume to be doing something, or delta or things like that you watch, absolutely our system will help you. But it's so simple. You don't care about what that looks like here. You care about what that footprint looks right there and right here and at the top in the box for shorts. So absolutely you can use that because it'll tell you why none of that's important in the middle. It's when you hit a box that you want to see that volume and delta do what you want. But do not use Heiken Ishii. Heiken Ishii is designed, by the way, I mean this to all of you. Why are people taught to use Heiken Ishii candles? Does anybody know? I'm curious what you've been taught. Megan, you can answer too. Anybody? We did just get a bullish close, by the way, on the ES. It's the only one. US 30, folks, we did get to the box, by the way. So box to box from last night to right now. But you did not close above the box. So right now, US 30, we're neutral. You do have a bullish close on the NQ and a bullish close on the ES. So both of these assets are bullish. And as you can see, the very next candle, you guys see that? Like, look, here's the box. There's the close. That's a bullish close above this box. You're bullish now. ES, folks, it's very, very tight, by the way. But at least the stop is very tight, too. But that is a bullish close, too. And we love when these two assets are doing the same exact thing. So let's see if these bullish ideas continue to play out on the NQ. That might pull the gold and other things up, by the way. And then Megan or anyone else, if you guys use Heiken Ishii candles, any of you guys, can you just answer my question, please? Because I don't want to just say it, because I want to hear what the retail mentality is of what Heiken Ishii candles are. So if any of you guys get a second, please answer. I appreciate it. I'll do my best not to forget. Look at Ethereum now from a live perspective. Just kidding. No, we are done. Good morning, Alberto. I think, Alberto, if you're the one from our group, welcome over here, bud. Alberto's brand new. We were helping him from a live perspective yesterday. So he's probably a great person to ask if we're blowing smoke, if this is the Alberto that just joined our subsystem yesterday. Look at US 30 from a live perspective, getting like absolutely hammered, man. It's got to close above the box. It's all going great. Sweet. So Megan, yeah, so her answer is smoothing price. For me, and like what I think about Heiken Ishii and how I think it tricks traders, it's designed to show the trend better, which I think is exactly what you're saying, Megan. From a live perspective, like it shows candles are moving in an easier direction. And it's designed to trick traders out of an idea because the open and close of the candle is different than normal. I mean, and it's designed to help retail traders, and anything that's like designed to help them from a grand perspective. It's the same thing like MACD and RSI. It's a tough thing for people to use. And people tell retail traders to use Heiken Ishii because they think it's going to help them. But in reality, I think it's going to hurt them because that's not what a real candle is doing, if that makes sense. But yeah, what Megan is saying with smoothing the candle out is the same as like it's designed to help them show a trend. You want retail traders, they're taught to trade trends. That's why they're told to hodl their positions, and they can't hodl their position. And then sure enough, over time, they get extracted out of the markets. Still holding. Still holding. Man, US 30 getting absolutely creamed from that box. It's crazy. Crazy. All right, folks. We've been on now. Literally, we just hit the hour and 30-minute mark. You can check it on YouTube at the bottom. I'm going to head off now. I appreciate you guys. True Algo members, so if any of you guys are not a member and you want to join right now, I'm going to go and pop over into our Discord and pop onto live again and keep helping them. So if you guys want to join us, go ahead and sub. I appreciate you. When the stream ends, if you could hit and do a comment afterwards, that's what matters more. Not a comment during the stream. It's actually commenting on the video afterwards. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys more than anything, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks, guys.